And we are back.
With Rose Quartz.
Does he have lipstick on?
And that's what's her name? Is that Amethyst? Yes, it's No, it's Pink. Wrong character. Who's that gonna? I don't even know the Steven Universe characters anymore.
I'm a little concerned about what's happening with.
It's Garnet. That's who it's gotta be.
With what?
Where's your third eye?
What's her face?
Who?
Her
Mother
mom.
Gothel?
Her Mother Gothel, yeah.
Yeah.
Gothel. Hi!
Hey,
How's it going? Look what I can do. I've got a horse. You
Look
an
at that
equestrian?
butt. It's magical.
I can't control anything.
If anyone talks about thick butts, it's definitely that horse. I mean, look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's thick. It's like 6 C's.
You looking at Pegasus's butt?
Well, because when we started this up, you're like, man, look at Sora's thick butt. Have you seen that meme yet?
Oh, yeah.
So it was like,
thick Sora?
Whoa. If we're gonna talk about thick characters, it's definitely that horse. And that just reminded me when you look at the Hercules movie, it's like, wow, they made that horse really thick.
Pegasus is not as thick as what's the horse in this movie? What's it called?
Maximus?
Maximus, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Maximus a lot thicker? Isn't he a thick apple boy?
I mean, almost all the Disney horses are pretty much the same design, truthfully.
I mean, it's a horse.
No, I know, but they're all kind of based off that old school Mickey horse design. I mean, some of them are a little bit sharper. Like Maximus and Pegasus have more sharpness to them, and Pegasus is obviously more in that Al Hirschfeld style. But a lot of the Disney horses, like, oh, it's a Disney horse.
It's a Diz horse.
You know when it's a Disney horse, they have a very distinct look to them.
I'm just trying to think of like all horse types right now. I was like, oh, is that a? Actually, don't know any horse.
So
types.
fun story, and I can probably say this.
Do you think about it real quick? Is it NDA or is it anything that you can't say?
I don't know. I think I can say it, because I'm not gonna like. Yeah, I think I can say this one. So I had an animal drawing class, and one of the cool things about that class is my instructor would be able to bring actual animals in. So like we got wolves that would just come in, they'd be on a chain and stuff like that, and they were trainers.
Yeah.
But basically, like, if you ever seen that behind the scenes for the Lion King, it was kind of like that, except without lions, because lions are dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, so like they were bringing animals time for time. Like we had I think raccoons, and we had wolves.
That's pretty cool.
And like different animals would come as really cool class. And the instructor actually owned a couple horses, so she brought one of her horses in there. I had never seen a horse in person before, and didn't realize. I knew they were big. I didn't realize they were that big.
Oh no!
And I didn't realize their undercarriage was that big. But when the one popped out, and she's like, she like yanked. I was like, get back in there. It's like, did she just yank?
That's right. You told me about that.
She totally just did. She
just grabbed that horse's ding dong, and she was like, knock it off.
Knock it off.
We're around students. What are you doing?
And I was just like, whoa. Okay. That was interesting. It was like, wow, horses got a lot down there.
Yeah, horses are huge.
Think of any good ideas?
Horses got some.
They got a
some
package.
horsey bits.
Yeah, they got a horse bit that's big and it's in charge. It knows what's going around town. It's that. It swings around, hits everything.
I need to get off the topic of horse peepees.
I'm sorry, I just felt very appropriate to like.
It was. It's just very like, whoa.
It's just whenever I think of horses, I just think of my instructor just grabbing it and yanking it and just went right back in. It's just like almost a retractable.
Wait, was it your instructor that did it, or was the trainer?
No, it was my instructor. It was her horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking for some reason, because you said that the other trainers brought in stuff too.
No.
I missed the fact that you said it was her horse, and I was like, wait a second. Some trainer brought her horse in and was like, hey, you guys should draw this. So your trainer's like, hey, big horse, how's it going? And just grabbed onto its big old horse doodle.
No, yeah, that was her own horse. She was just like,
Okay.
Get that out of here.
All right, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yes, it makes a little bit more sense. How she got that horse all the way to the city, I don't know. But
I mean, a horse trailer and stuff.
Yeah, horse trailer.
You've never seen a horse like up close up until then?
No, I mean, I don't think I had at that point. No, wait. I'd seen horses before. I'd seen horse poop before, but I've never seen.
You've seen horse poop before?
Because when
there's trails and stuff around here for
trails,
horses.
and when I was in marching band, we used to participate in this one event every year, and there would be horses that would march in front of us. And there would be horse crap sometimes.
So I've always seen the poopy, but I've never actually seen a horse.
Well, unfortunately, one of the things, too, you had to do was, if you see it, I don't care, you're stepping in it. Like,
It's so refreshing.
because you wouldn't want to break formation. You couldn't, like, just hop up and jump.
Okay.
Because it would kill our
I was like,
performance
I thought you were saying, like, as a fun thing. You're like, if you see it, you're stepping in it. You have to. It's like if there's a slice of pizza, you're eating it. I'm like, what kind of shit are you into, Sam?
That was, like, one of those things where it's just like...
I see, yeah, marching band, that
if
makes
you can
sense.
avoid it, yeah, but don't break formation, and you better not break rank, otherwise you're going to kill our score, and we're trying to win this competition. So, unfortunately, some people occasionally had to just step in horse dung.
Yeah.
And it's very often when I'm running around here, a lot of people have horses, and they use them on the sidewalk. And part of it's just like, man, come on. I know you're not going to go clean up after your horse, but it just shat all over the sidewalk. Like, that sucks. Because I'll be running, be like, oh no.
I raced a horse once. Me running on foot. The horse didn't know we were racing, but I won.
But I won.
I won.
It.
I ran it down the local hill, and it was actually like doing like a little bit of a gallop, and it beat me going up the hill, but going down the hill, I was like, "Fuck you!" and sprinted. I only barely beat it, and it was actually my fastest mile time in recent years when I was doing it. It's fun. The horse knew. Truthfully, it did. It must have known.
Yeah. It knew it's like he's gonna hurt himself real bad when he's doing that.
It's like, what does this stupid human think he's doing?
Whenever I think of horses, too, I go back to. I think my favorite horse in media is the horse from. What's it called? It's Bravest Warriors. The psychic horse. That's just there.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh man, it's so good. That's why my favorite horse has got such a good voice actor, and it's like completely catatonic, except for its mind, which is constantly going. So it's a psychic magical horse.
A psychic
but it's got like a dead look with its tongue hanging out, just like it just stands there. It's like
what?
But
I mean, that makes perfect sense.
But then it'll go into monologue form. It's like, I see the future. I see everything that's before me. My life is too amazing that I can't begin to fathom the deepness of my.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense for. Whoa, we're just going all the way back?
Yes.
Oh, I see how you use that as a. Okay, cool. I can see that totally being a Bravest Warriors sketch.
Bravest Warriors is like Adventure Time, but even better.
Yeah.
Because
it's like if they could just do their own
story
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly. And I really like Adventure Time, too. That I still need to see the finale, though.
You do, because it's stuff everywhere now.
Yeah, it's I can't believe I've avoided spoilers, too, for that.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. How, man?
I don't know. I somehow have still not had the ending of it spoiled to me, which is surprising. I could go and see it. I don't know why. It happens with a lot of shows where I know it's over, and I really like the show, but part of me doesn't want it to end, so I don't go and watch it. Like Voltron. The last season of Voltron has been out forever, and every other season I have gone out, watched it day one, but now that I know it's it, I'm like, I don't know, I can see it whenever. It'll be around for me.
I've been watching a lot of stuff recently, and everyone was panning fucking Voltron's like couple seasons. They were like, what were they even doing here in these seasons? Yeah.
I've loved everything about it so far.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, really? I think you'd actually like it.
I don't think I would. From what I've heard, I really
What are some of the things that people have said?
They've been saying, like, the story just got over the top. They didn't even do, like they mentioned that the LGBTQ stuff that they put into there seemed really baiting, and that was coming from, like, LGBTQ people.
Really?
They were like, how are you gonna, like, make this thing be the end of one of the... Because I don't know how to, like, I don't know the characters' names or anything, so I don't know how to put down, like, tell you their storylines and stuff. But one of them ended up with a guy or whatever, and one of them had a boyfriend in the military or something, but they really didn't even mention that.
So that one actually didn't bother me because that character is so well done. It didn't feel like, not to kind of get, like, weird, but it didn't feel like the Soldier 76 thing where it kind of came out of the blue and you're kind of like... It honestly didn't feel like that at all.
From what I was hearing, it sounded like it kind of was.
The way that that fan base is very rampant with their shipping and who they like and who they don't.
Well, I heard that was another thing. I heard the developers did it on purpose. They rode that ship.
Honestly, when that character revealed that he was gay, I felt like, no, that makes sense. Like, he's never shown interest in women the entire show.
So he's gay?
No.
Asexual or...
No. But like when he did, they had that part of his past revealed. I didn't feel like it was super forced because he's never really gone on about his relationships. And when they did delve a little bit more into his backstory, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Unlike all the other characters who have kind of flirted with different women and shown their own sexuality, he's never really
fucked up, Sora.
He's never really done that. So when Shiro kind of had his kind of moment, it did feel subtle and it didn't feel forced in a lot of ways. Sometimes media does.
Huh. Without seeing it, I don't know like a rebuttal or how I would take it because I haven't seen it. But from what I was hearing, it just felt kind of like put on the top. And then it wasn't even done correctly, like for how people thought it was going to be. And the creators were totally like, oh, they want to do shipping? And then they just went full on into it, but then didn't actually like do it. Like they were like, oh, let's do the shipping fan service thing. And then when they did it, they were like, oh, that wasn't anything.
I think
like
that's the fans overreacting. Like I've tried to avoid that fan base, kind of like the same thing with like, no offense to the Steven Universe fan base, but
our sidekicks.
Pretty much, I avoid the Kingdom Hearts fan base for the same reason. Like you guys get way too into this to a degree. Like I was listening to a different show which has like a rampant fan base. It was talking about like why Arrow, the TV show, has gone bad.
Well, what I was hearing about it was that the creators went into the shipping thing and they weren't even like trying to just let it exist on its own without paying attention to it. So even if you didn't go into it, you still were kind of like put into it regardless. Now I don't know if that's correct.
So I've followed Lauren Montgomery and Joaquin DeSantos for a long time. I've been a fan of theirs since Justice League Unlimited, and they also worked on Avatar and Korra. And I've just based on their previous work, it felt like that's the story that they wanted to tell. So I never felt like it was forced.
Okay, because what I was hearing was that they didn't seem like they knew what they wanted to do with some of the stuff until the shipping stuff came through, and then they were like, all right, well let's get on that for a little bit. But again, like I don't know the show or anything, like, so I can't.
My only context is from just watching the show without any outside purview of what was going on. I know that the shipping fan base and that community is really high, like on stuff. It reaches the level of like Arrow stuff with like the whole Olicity thing where some fans are like, oh god, you should leave your wife, like Stephen Amell, who plays the Arrow character, and get together with the actress who plays your wife in the show. Yeah, apparently there's people that do that. Like they get so into it, like serial killer level stuff, and you're just like, you guys need to chill out. It's a TV show.
That's really weird.
Yeah. I just heard about that. I just heard about that yesterday because I was like, I need something to listen to while I'm grinding out treasure chests in this game. Why did Arrow go bad? It's like, I can tell you why it turned into more of a soap opera.
No, why did it go bad though? Because if you don't watch the fandom but you thought it was bad.
No. I thought Arrow went bad on its own. Like Arrow just went downhill. Like it started really strong with its first season. Second season was pretty good, and it got super soapy as time went on. And you're like, oh god, they're putting characters to the forefront who are not supposed to be to the forefront. It's like making, I don't want to use Han Solo, but it's like making Han Solo your main character, like that archetype, where you're like...
The rogue or something like that?
Not even the rogue, because that doesn't work for this, but you take a character that's fine in small doses, kind of like Jack Sparrow. He's great as a supporting character, but as soon as you make him the main crux of your story, and he's the main character, and he's always in there hamming it up all the time, he becomes redundant. He becomes to the point where it's like, I don't know if I like this character as much because it's too much of him. Or like Aziz Ansari. If you have Aziz Ansari going his over-the-top level all the time, you're like, chill the fuck out, dude.
I mean, the show's called Arrow.
Yeah.
And the main character is Arrow?
Green Arrow from DC Comics.
Wouldn't he not be a supporting character then?
No, he's fine. Like, his main character is what it is. It's the supporting cast around him that they kind of start putting way more focus on. And it just kind of goes back to that whole shipping community where, like, oh, the fan community really likes Olicity, which is Oliver and Felicity, the characters. I hate the fact that I even fucking know the word Olicity.
I don't know what any of that means.
It's just a ship word together. And her character went from being someone like, oh, she's kind of interesting. She's a fun, weird, quirky character. Oh my god, can they kill this character? No, why are you killing off the other? Kill her. Kill her now. Burn her with fire. Make her drop an atom bomber. I don't care. My god, how did one of my favorite characters in the show turn the most whiny, incoherent character in the history of characters?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Question about this.
Yes.
Why doesn't he remember the Pinky?
So in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, the Game Boy one, in between 2 and 1, remember, you go through the tower and you fight Marluxia and you beat him, but at the end, Naminé has already stolen all of your memories.
Okay.
So you'd forgotten everything that happened in Kingdom Hearts 1, and in order to get them back, you have to forget everything that happened in the tower. So Riku remembers everything because he didn't have his memories stolen, but Sora does. So Sora doesn't remember Marluxia. He doesn't remember.
I don't remember Marluxia at all either.
You didn't play Chain of Memories.
That's why I'm saying it.
It's good. We're perfect. Me and Sora are in sync. We don't remember any of this.
Yeah. I feel like I'm Sora. Wow. Also, I mean, minus the fact that he's super aloof all the time.
I did think it's kind of weird that Marluxia just kind of gives up his name. It's like, I'm Marluxia. You didn't remember me? It's like, you guys didn't have to tell him. Like, what's the point? Like, what do you really care if Sora knows your name?
Well, I think he's trying to be friendly with him, right? Wasn't he kind of like, hey, protect Rapunzel, protect the girl?
Yeah.
But, I mean, he is bad, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I mean, if you wanted someone to trust you, wouldn't you give them your name?
I guess, yeah.
Or at least try to be, like, kind of friendly.
Their motivations I still don't understand. I'm sure I won't. I'll think I'll finish the game and I still won't understand the motivations.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Whee!
But yeah, I'm looking forward to what this franchise does next, and I do hope that they
like a whole new thing.
Yeah, they tone it down and just like really just make the story less complicated. Just make it be an arc. Make it be an arc about characters.
That'd be nice.
You don't need all the time travel stuff. You don't need all these
multiple bodies, possessions,
bodies, and all this other
weird
stuff. Like,
names.
It's fun, but it got to the point where like, okay, that's too much. You took it little too far, and I love crazy, intricate storylines, but this takes it to a level where it's like, okay, now even for someone that's a fan of the series, it's a lot to follow.
Get him! Come on! Come on!
Okay, I take that back. This is the only other thing I don't particularly like either.
It's like I can't. This is the fastest we move. I know it's a guard move. Wow. Okay. I know it's a guard move, but at the same time, it's like, come on.
I just hit it right away. I was like, no, finish it. Like, that's a cool ability, but the guard one, I'll just tackle him right away.
Yeah, it makes sense. Counter guard, or counter shield? Counter shield. I like how this one kind of like throws stuff.
Yeah.
Because it feels good, because like right now I don't really have a good way to dash to enemies.
Okay, so I did figure out something with the shot lock. If you hold it and then press square, it immediately takes you to an enemy.
Hold the shot lock and then
so if you hold R1, so if you were to target an enemy.
Oh, whoa. Target an enemy and then
just
go
press
to them?
square.
Oh, square.
Yeah, if you just do it and press square, it'll have you go to them.
Whee! Okay.
And you can press X and then do that. I figured that out after we went through our first playthrough. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So if enemy is all the way fuck over there, you can just hold that and just dash to them. Now, there's a tree in the way, but...
Whee!
And once you get good at it, you're like, oh,
you can do, like, pull-on finishers and stuff like that?
Yeah, exactly. They give you a lot more mobility, too, as the game goes on. Yeah.
It just feels good?
It just feels good. I think that's one reason why I've stuck with this franchise for so long, because even if the dialogue is sometimes stilted, and even if the storyline is crazy intricate to the point of being nonsensical nonsense, the games always have felt really good and progressively felt better.
It's not sensical nonsense?
It's not sensical. Not sensical at all.
I don't like this guy right here. Nope.
That, and I just love the anime art direction. Like, I've always loved the character designs in this game, even when they're stupid, like with all the belts and zippers, just because they're so much fun.
That's very square.
Yeah, it is very square.
Like, I'm fine with it being over the top. Because it's got to be over the top. It's a ridiculous concept, like we've been saying for forever now. It's like, it's got to...
And we talked about it before, but man, I just love the fact, like, all the little Heartless designs. It's cool that they
the Heartless designs are incredible.
Template.
That's my favorite part of the game, if anything.
That's what's kept me going through all these games, is just like, Tetsuya's art style is just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like I like this more than when he does the Final Fantasy franchise, because I feel like he holds back his cartoony nature, and in this game he's just like, nope, full on anime, cartoony, let's go. Let's make weird shit.
I don't think they went this way.
Whereas you get Final Fantasy 15, which is more like...
Finish it!
Kind of like
damn it.
Anime-ish, like more realistic, and like it looks good, but I don't know. I've always preferred his Kingdom Hearts look. I feel like it's more him, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree. I think so. I saw the save point, and I wanted to save, because this is going to be the point where we have to
This is our last episode.
Wonder where they went.
But it's going to leave on a cliffhanger, guys.
It's going to be this cutscene right here.
Have gotten too far.
Oh no!
Oh, no. It's a hooded figure, but not the
One
other
saw
hooded
the
figures.
fucking grown-ass adult right there to the right.
Sora's pretty oblivious.
I think you mean Marluxia.
Goofy's actually the most
I bet that's
aware
the name
character in the
that
group
has
of three
been
that are
with
right there,
forever.
which is surprising. He has the most aware moments in
Because
this
he's the
entire game.
tallest. He can see the furthest. Oh, maybe not. Actually, looking at Sora, he's kind of tall.
He's gotten taller over the games.
Goofy's not quite standing up.
Goofy slouches.
It depends on.
Goofy's always
I think
got
Goofy
knob
might be a
knees.
little bit taller.
If
he
Goofy
stands
actually
up.
straightened his legs,
Yeah.
if he could,
Yeah.
I don't
He's
even know if
gotta
he can.
have like thighs of steel from like constantly half squatting.
Is that because he's a dog? Is that why they have his legs always arched like that?
That might be the smartest thing you've said during this recording session. I do not know, but that would
Horse dicks
actually make sense.
Horse dicks aren't important? You're telling me that's
No, I
not
said smart. It's not important. Horse dicks are very important. How would they pee?
Exactly.
That's why lady horses don't pee, because they don't have penises. That's why they call them penises.
Ah.
See? There you go.
Smart.
Find for myself.
That's it. New logic.
Great new logic. We're getting to new levels of logic in here.
What if Marluxia was onto something back there?
Maybe he was.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Don't trust them. They don't look like the kind of people who would have plotted things out. Square.
What if?
That's the worst part.
Agreed.
It is plotted out,
Why is
but it's
Rapunzel in
so
danger?
stupid. If you're trying to like make a
This is
chart,
after
I
her.
really don't think like 33% of that story was plotted out until the game went into production.
I would say the things that were plotted out, like I think when they made the first Kingdom Hearts, that was all they had.
Yeah, but I mean, and obviously because they were like, oh, we don't know if it is going to work out or not. We
Yeah,
don't know
and then
if
when
we
they
do number
did
two.
2, I feel like that's where they planned 2.
I don't think they planned 3. And if you say
No,
they
no, no.
planned 3, I'm going to really
They
argue
planned
with you.
they planned Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
And I feel like those 2 games were actually drawn out in terms of like when he did the Nobodies, I think he wanted to do Birth by Sleep. He already had that because it was in the hidden cutscene movie with those characters.
Okay, I didn't play Birth by Sleep or the
And I
other
feel-
one, so I don't know heads or tails.
Dream
on it.
Drop Distance, they definitely didn't have that planned out, and then they decided to make it even more crazy. But I do think the core story of 2 and 3 was kind of plotted out because I feel like he figured out the whole Xehanort like rough idea for like 2, 3, and Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
But then they kept adding bullshit with like Coded and 358/2 and adding more subplots to the point where it got so much other stuff that's like, oh man, you may have had this planned out because they do find interesting ways to tie back into original things that happened in the first Kingdom Hearts. But I mean, that's how a lot of stories work. Like you write the first story and you're like, okay, that was successful. All right, I had ideas for the sequels, but now I've actually got to figure out what the sequels are gonna be.
Yeah, and I get that part.
But yeah, this game's crazy. But we're done with this.
We're done with this game. We
Yeah.
will see you guys later. We got some more cool stuff coming up for you. I might just play this once Jen's done with it.
Yeah, I
like,
think
on
you'd
my
honestly
own.
enjoy it. I think the worlds are really fun, and you
Yeah.
laugh at how stupid the story is.
Yeah, I mean, like on my own playthrough, I'll pay a lot more attention to the story.
Yeah.
But like to try and understand it. But in the meantime, nah. We'll see you guys later. Stay cool. Comment below. Go to the Discord. Check the description for the link. And we'll see you guys later. Beep, bop, boot. Like 5 hours.
Not bad,
right? Is that
Yeah,
what it,
5
what it
hours
said?
ish. Yeah.
Yeah, 4:55.
Now I got to be careful when I walk out of this recording session because I know Jen has passed me in the story. So it's just like I gotta pee and I'm kind of hungry, but man, maybe I just risk and say like I won't eat tonight. I'll wait till Jen goes to bed.
which will be pretty soon. So
Yeah, exactly.